Hey there friends, thanks for checking in. The new CZ P-10C is being released today. It has been rumored for years. People have asked me, have you heard anything about the CZ P-10C? And I didn't until recently. It's finally being launched. Now if you recall, back in 2017 in SHOT Show, CZ released the original P-10C and they called it a Glock killer. People said the trigger is incredible. Okay, it had a great overall feel. Very aggressive grip texturing. That was one thing that CZ scaled down a bit. It was extremely aggressive. I have grip tape on here. But I've owned this for a while, and it has performed great ambi controls. Nice handgun. Very reliable, accurate shooting. CZ P-10C. But now they improved it with this model, so let's take a look and see what they did. First off, the case and the presentation is way better. These tabs don't fall off, and it's just an all-around nicer case. They give you a lot in the case. We're going to talk about that. But right here we've got the CZ P-10C ported. Now that is one big port. Right there, you see it? That's a big port. It's cut out. It moves the front sight forward on the slide, or shall I say backward, depending on how you're looking at it. But it's a big port, but there's more to that port. But the ports are a common theme in the handgun world. CZ got in on it with this model, and I will tell you that when transitioning, it does keep the muzzle rise to a minimum. It keeps the recoil minimal, and the accuracy is better, especially when transitioning. It's a nice feature, and a lot of people are getting into it, and so CZ got into it with the new P-10C. But also, they have slide serrations on the top strap over here, and the forward and rear serrations are much deeper cut than the original. But clearly, it's optics ready. And I like the way CZ did this. They have an optics plate that cuts in. You look at the way that just molds to the slide. It's a low mount, even though they use a plate, a very low mount. And you can access your sights, your irons, right through that. The way they did that, you don't lose the rear sight with this setup. The optic that I have on here is an Aimwind PN, right here, 320. It's a budget-priced optic, but I will tell you, it is pretty cool. It's an RMS footprint, and it has 3 reticles. It's shake-awake, aluminum housed. Had a good time at the range with it. Had it out once, and it worked really well together. The combination was very cool. I like it that they made it optics ready. And the sights are similar to the P09 Nocturne, which means they are luminescent. It has a little green tint to it, and they are raised. Okay, both are raised, so that helps with the co-witness with your optic, red or green. And so you have that going for you. You have the port. And then you have what also is interesting is that CZ made the barrel 10% heavier. So if you look at the original P-10C, you'll see the barrel. This is actually a crowned barrel. Can you see the crown in there? And you can see that it's a heavier barrel all around. All right, so that too will add just a little bit of weight, maybe an ounce and a half, I would guess. But here's what did not change. The trigger did not change. And I think that is a wise move by CZ. They don't want to change that trigger. Look at that reset. That's an excellent trigger. Why fix it if it's not broken? right? They did make it ambidextrous. Okay, you see the slide stop's ambidextrous, but the magazine release has to be switched over. Unlike this one here, where it does, they made it a button on each side, which makes it a stiffer mag release. This is not stiff at all. Now, speaking of the mags, they're 15 round mags, and you say, well, those are the same mags. Well, actually, they're not the same mags. Look at the cut and how different they are. All right, so the new mag will fit in the old CZ P-10C, but the old mag will not. It just won't clasp in there. So it's not magazine compatible, but they do give you 2 mags, 15 round mags. Let's check out what's in the case, because CZ gives you quite a bit with this. You get a couple different back straps, a cleaning kit. Here's the original optics cover. I take electrical tape and put it over there so I don't lose the screws. They give you a dummy round, an additional mag, a couple extended base plates for the magazines. Probably get a couple more rounds in there. And then the paperwork and everything is back here. All right, so that's what CZ has going on. At the range, it performed just like the original CZ P-10C, except for a little better because of the compensated port and the optics ready. Didn't have to use the night sight effect with a charge on the luminescent sights. Didn't have to use that, but if I did, that'd be nice. I was shooting in daylight. Disassemble remains the same. All right, comes off. I've got the mag in there. Comes off just like that. Single captured recoil spring. And then here is your 4-inch ported barrel. CZ getting it done with Nocturne, the Shadow 2 carry, and now the CZ P10 ported. Let me know if you like this. Let me know if it's something you're interested in. I know the original was a big hit. I think it remains a big hit, but I also think this will. We don't have an MSRP at this time, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. It's launching today, still early on, but this is what you can expect at your local gun store. And if you have any experience like I had, you'll certainly enjoy it at the range. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.